Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. I am working today, so there's like no makeup, my eyebrows aren't done, there's no earrings. I don't have my baby on my chest. Some of you know that the necklace that I wear is my cartouche, and it has my oldest son's name on it. So I'm just working, but I'm doing something that I need to share with you because you either just finished watching the how to build your lead magnet to attract clients, real ideal clients workshop, or you signed up for the Pinterest Blueprint course. And so we talk about creating lead magnets, opt-ins, freebies, whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing. So I am in the process of creating my email automation, and that is what you need to think about and have down pat once you capture these leads. You have to start nurturing those clients immediately, and you have to make sure that you are building a relationship so that me plug in before the internet goes down. So my internet is crazy here. Um, so I'm going to show you what I do. And then you can tweak this to whatever you want. Like, I'm not the Bible, okay? No one is. So take what you need, adjust how you need to adjust for your business and for the way you want your business to flow. And just do it. I don't care if you only send one or two emails, honey, one or two emails, and automate those things. At least you've got two ways of connecting with your audience on autopilot so you don't have to figure that out. So let me share my screen. Y'all know every time I share my screen, it get a little crazy. Because the window that I open up from my screen is not the window that I see when I'm trying to share the screen. So I'm just trying to make sure I share the right box. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm using Trello, and Trello is fairly new for me. I've had a Trello account for probably a year or so, but when I first looked at it, I couldn't process it. And so that's how my world goes. If I look at it, if I touch it, if I'm playing in it and it don't rock with me, I gotta let it go. I can't give it a lot of time and attention. Normally for me, what I found is that I just have not learned enough processes of how systems work in order to wrap my head around said systems. Normally, once I play in something a little bit for free, I'm able to create the skills needed to go and level up or to process other things. So that's how my brain works. And I say that because someone may teach you something and you're like, oh, I don't like it. Come back around to it if you keep hearing other people that you admire, that you're looking for, that you're watching, that are in positions that you want to be in, that are teachers, coaches. If they keep dropping certain terms, apps, strategies, you got to give it some due, you know. So I went back into Trello literally because I downloaded some automated emails because I'm not good with well, let me say that. I am good with creating stuff off the dome. Now, I'm an amazing writer. I could write copy all day. And if that was the only thing I did in the world, honey bunches, I would be making money writing copy for you because I write copy for my real job. So I write copy and I send it to marketing and they're like, oh, hi, do you want a job in marketing? No, I don't want a job in marketing. I want you to print what I sent you for my program exactly the way I said it with the image that I sent you. Don't try to embellish and make it. So anyway, I'm excellent with copy, but because I am doing all things for my business, it's easier for me to have a guide, a list, or a check a checklist or steps. So this is what I'm creating for you are the steps. So this is going back, I ordered my emails, and I mean this sister gave me emails for days. She gave me emails for different situations, and some of the emails are already put together, but some of the emails, she gives you how to structure it. So she gives you the building blocks of what to say. So talk about this, and then talk about this, and then insert that, so that you're able to build your own email. So that helps me to get the content out quicker. And because I had to navigate through Trello with this template I purchased from her with all of my emails in it, it got me more comfortable with Trello. So now I'm working with it on my own. So I created a board. I'm not going to go through Trello. This isn't a Trello workshop. This is a creating your email flow or your email funnels workshop, because this is what needs to happen when you create that funnel and then you build a landing page and then you send them to wherever you send them to, whether it's MailerLite or MailChimp or ConvertKit or Constant Contact, wherever you send people in the world, right? And now you got their emails. Now we need to know what to do with them, right? So I'm in the season of creating everything for my virtual assistant. I don't give her a lot of things to do. I give her very specific things to do. And this helps us to be more cost effective, because now it's written out. I don't have to reinvent the wheel for her, and I can share this with her and she can see it, and then she can check it off when she does it. I know it's checked off, and I can do the other things on my list that I didn't give to her. So anyway, I gave y'all a lot of nuggets in that. Okay. This is my board, and when I'm creating any flow, everything is the same. When I'm creating anything in the world, I don't care if it's a workshop, I don't care if it's a class, I don't care if I'm teaching Pilates, I don't care what it is in the world. If I'm teaching a workshop on marketing, whatever it is, even for my regular job, there are three components that I work in. I work in automation, creation. So I literally have to create the thing. So I created a board, and these are the steps of how I can create. And I can always add, just to give you, I can add more to this board. So I'm just going to put test here, and then I can keep adding. And then if I decide that I don't want this in creation, but I want to move it over to share, then I can move it over there. So it's pretty slick, right? When it comes to automate, I posted all of the things in this area that I need to automate. And so there's two sections that I need to automate. I need to automate to my brand new person, but I also need to automate what I'm doing to my my tribe. So I'm going to click on emails to registrants. So this is the email list or flow that you will get if you signed up for one of my freebies or my opt-ins. And this is actually going to be a template. I'm going to share it with you, and you can create checklists here. You can add due dates. You can add an attachment. Members, you can share it with other people. And if you make it a template, it gives it a link. So that's how you'll be able to get it as well. And then you can watch it and you can share it. So, oh, I didn't see this one. So this is how you'll get it. You'll share it. I told you I'm still learning this platform because I've been working in checklists. So I'm going to hit checklist, and then you can title checklist, but checklist works for me, honey. So I'm just going to say add to the checklist. And now you can add all of the different steps that are inside of that one item that you're using. So when it comes to your email, when someone hits your email, right? Hopefully you have a landing page that automatically says, hey, thank you. You need to confirm your subscription. Yeah. And then they automatically get the thing that they asked for or are redirected to it. It's sent to their email box, however you configure the first touch point. Okay. So make sure that you are making those automated emails from whatever landing page you're building personal. You can add your information. If you have any questions, I always do this one because sometimes the automation may have a glitch in it. Maybe I didn't set it up correctly. So the first point of contact is how to reach out to me if there is any issues. If you don't get your download, please contact me. And if you do get your download, I'll see you inside. That's usually like my little tag off. I'll see you inside. So they got that when they landed. This is my email funnel on my email distribution CRM site, where I can stack emails to go out either in a timed manner or by date, depending on what site you use. It could be either or it could be one or the other. I know with MailChimp, it's just, you can't date stamp it. Like I can't say on October 21st, blah, 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 unless they've upgraded, because I haven't done an email sequence with them since June. And I'm taping this like 2 months, 3 months later. So anyway, the first thing on the checklist for me is still a welcome. Even though they got a first touch of me when they got their automation and download or their email, right? I'm still going to add like a welcome. And I have an automated welcome email that goes out to everybody that hits my email list. It doesn't matter how you hit my email list. The first email, welcome, is already mapped out. I don't have to recreate it. And all I have to do is add it to this automation sequence for this particular thing, right? And I know I'm talking in terms that some of you may not understand. And if you need more help with that, definitely hit me up. You know, you can always book a time with me. You can book a set of sessions with me. We can really build this thing out if you need it. But the welcome email for me, and I'm gonna give you a little tip. I won't go through all of these in detail, but the welcome email is literally like, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. You know, you may not know a little bit about me, so let me let you know, and you just kind of go through your resume just a little bit. You don't want to like, be that person. Okay, you don't want to be that chick. However, you do want to let people know that you are an expert, why they need to stay connected with you, because some people will opt in for their freebie and opt out. Don't be mad. If they opt in for the freebie and they opted out, and you gave them all the bells and whistles of why you're the expert, they weren't your tribe anyway. So you don't want them sitting on your email list, because once you get to a certain number, you got to pay for it anyway. And then the more you get, the more you have to pay. That's number one. And you don't want to waste your energies emailing people that aren't your tribe, because they will not respond back, which will pull your energy down and make you feel like, why am I doing this? So you want to make sure that you are only speaking to your tribe. So you kind of give them like your list of who you are. Hey, I'm Paula Marie. I've been in business for da-da-da-da-da-da. I am the EbonyBizDiva, but I have 20 years of experience, yada, yada, yada. I'm also a best-selling author, like all of that in my intro that you all have probably heard in the intro of any video that I've done. But then there are links. So when I talk about the EbonyBizDiva, there's a link there that they can join me if they need to book a private session. That's another freebie. I give a 30-minute session. 30 minutes goes by really quickly. But it's enough for me to do an intake so that I can let them know, hey, this is what I see for you, A, B, C, and D. And it's going to take this amount of time to do it. Like I can do that with them in 30 seconds, 30 minutes. And I can also kind of guide them into whether they feel like booking me long-term would be valuable or working with me long-term. Then I also have links for all my social media platforms, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube, they're all there. Why? Because I don't know what platform they prefer. So you want to give them everything so they can pick from what they want. They're not going to stay connected with you on all for the most part, but they're going to pick one, maybe two, because they live on Instagram. So they're going to pick your Instagram, right? And then that's it. I mean, that is it. That's the welcome, right? And that goes out probably like a couple of hours after. So this is automation, which is separate from here. So this is my welcome email. I just have to add it to this particular automation for this email funnel and put a timestamp. Then the next email that I give is a a check-in on the freebie, right? And I probably give another free video tutorial. So for example, if you downloaded my annual marketing content calendar, right, you get that, right? But 3 hours later, you're going to get a welcome from me, right? The next day, 24 hours, you're going to get a check-in. Hey, how are you enjoying? Da, 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 da. Maybe you're confused about how to use it. I don't really remember what I put in that email. It's also an automation. And so they're going to get a check-in, right? And I'm going to give them a free resource. I am not going to sell them anything. Then the next email probably will go out maybe 3 or 4 days later, right? Because I'm new to them, so I got to stay in there. I got to stay in their wheelhouse, right? So I'm going to give them a couple of days. I'm not going to sweat them. And then the next email that I give them is going to be the 30-day consultation. And the reason why is because, oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. I was getting confused from the example I was using and this automation. This automation checklist is actually for my lead magnet workshop. So once they click on it and they get the list of what I'm doing, they're going to get a welcome. And then the workshop is automated so they can look at it at any time. I'm still going to do a video, but let me go back. And I'm showing you how you can edit these. You just click on it and it opens it up. And I'm just going to do a check-in. And the check-in is going to be also a list of do's and expectations. Because it's a training and it's independent. So I want to make sure that they know how to navigate through it and just to make sure that they're doing well. And then I leave it there. My next item is probably going to be a questionnaire or a poll. Why? Because I need to know specific things about them in order to be able to help them. So every business isn't a one-size-fits-all. Polls are great for engagement. So I will send them an email that has a poll or an automation. And it may be a one question. It doesn't have to be like 10 questions. Actually, I stick with 1 to 3. That's really it. Because I really just want to know, in terms of this item right here, when it comes to lead magnets, like, where are you? What do you need? What do you struggle with? So one of the questions would be, what do you struggle with the most in creating a lead magnet? Did you find this video helpful? What's the next thing that you need in order to implement? That's a big one, because then it helps me to figure out how to either make the content better that they have, or how to create another addition to the content, or how to build a whole nother piece of content. So that's probably how I'll go when they do that. And then, because this is an automated class, it doesn't start on a certain day. I'm probably going to send a completion, a congratulations when they finish. And because I use ConvertKit and I can automate it based off of the tag, the server that I use, once they finish all their assignments, it'll send them a certificate. And this congratulations will go out. Yep. Now, if you look, I haven't really sold anything. I just did a welcome. I gave them a checklist, right? I did a questionnaire and a poll. And I did a congratulations. So I didn't sell them anything, but I didn't give anything of value either. So what I'm probably going to do is add this. I'm going to send the Trello email funnel, which is what we're building right now. Boom. And I'm probably going to send that right in here, right? So they're going to get the welcome immediately. The next couple of hours later, they're going to get a do's and don'ts. Then they're going to get the, I may play with this. I don't know if I'm going to do questionnaire poll first or the email first, but I can flip these however I want to. And I may flip these based off of how I use it in other products and lists that I build. And then there's a congratulations, and I said congratulations twice. Certifications, save, and then there's an upsell. So the congratulations is, I actually should say upsell, because I just want to mention the upsell, right? So it's I should say a soft upsell, because I'm just mentioning what can happen, right? And then the next thing is going to be an offer, which is the real upsell, right? And then whatever the offer is going to be timely. So I'm probably going to send a reminder. Let me put this up here. An upsell reminder, right? And then I'm probably going to say, now this is when the countdown comes into play. Tomorrow ends, so whatever the offer is I gave them, it ends tomorrow. I know what that means. And then today is the last day. Then I may send something for 12 hours left. And you can pick any amount of time. This is just, and then I may pick something at 6 hours left. This is my automation. And you see how all these emails are stacking up, right? So it's easy to say, oh, I'll remind them at that time and I'll remind them at that time. But to actually have a list that this is a tangible item that you need to get out, and that you know I have to get these emails organized and automated. They're in the system. Now they're in the system, you have to build it one time, but then that's it. You don't have to keep doing this for every project that you have. You can have multiple lead magnets in Pinterest. You can have an article that goes to this lead magnet, and you can have a video clip that goes to this same lead magnet, and all of them are going to get this list that you see here because it's already in your automation. So building it takes time, but you only have to do it once and then you're done, right? Then I'll probably do another one in 3 hours left. Can't spell today. And then 1 hour left. And it's a lot of reminders. And then, let's see, maybe I might do 15 minutes. I might test it out. And then the next day, email, miss the offer, but, and then I'm going to put downsell. So I'll offer them a downsell. Yep. And that's it. So I don't know if you would, let's see how many of these things, because I didn't know it was going to get this deep. But that's why you want to plan it out instead of doing it as you go, because if you're moving and doing it, you're going to miss opportunities that you can close the sale or communicate the information that you want or nurture. Let's see, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 emails for that one thing, right? Now, do I do this for all of my offers? Yes, but I create templates too. So if I have another offer, I just replicate the same emails and just adjust the wording to fit whatever the product is. And out of those 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are on offers. So 5 is just, me nurturing. And if they leave me, they're going to still leave with some value because they got whatever they asked for. I checked in and gave them the list of expectations. I sent them a list of how to build a funnel, like how to physically outline a funnel. And then I got their information in a questionnaire or a poll. So they may have opted into my email somewhere else when they clicked on that. And so I can now talk to them more directly. Maybe this isn't something they were interested in, but the email poll gives me more information. So if I'm ever delivering a product or service that's specific to what they need, now I can put them in another tribe, another section of my tribe. And then that's it. That's my list of what I'm going to email. Now I have to create the list. Now this is going to be a template. So I can make this a template. And I like that part on Trello. And then I can also create, like I can add attachments to this. If I wanted to add an attachment, I could create a link to a Google Drive computer. I could create a link to a website, which I already did in the description. This is my link for ConvertKit, which is my place of choice. If I had a cover picture that I wanted for this, I could place a cover picture. I can upload a photo for this. And I might do that later on because I am going to be presenting it. And then also, this is a lead magnet. It could be, or it could be an additional resource to for you all. I don't know how I'm going to use it. So we'll just see. I may cut this up into little snippets and just give little snippets of this video. You may get one idea, but you don't get the full scope unless you give me that email address to learn everything else. So I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I always use things as a resource. So it's a template. You don't have to save it. And I'm going to use this button to share it out and get a shareable link. And I will place it inside of your tutorial. If you purchase the Pinterest Blueprint online course to learn how to build really viable marketing pins to direct traffic to your business and to create your a higher SEO reach. And if you also purchase the workshop, how to build a lead magnet. And I might create some other workshops that I add this to as a bonus. So you never know. So that is how you create your outline, right? And it gets kind of detailed and it gets kind of involved. As you can see, I was outlining it and I was matching the pros and the cons, and I was moving things around. And so I really like Trello. I do. I'm going to work with it for a while. And I'm really going to start adding some due dates on there. I don't know if I shared that piece of it. Let me see if I can share it. So like I know today, let's see, I can go into, let me just go into something I'm going to do today. So I edited the video, but I'm going to split these up into clips, right? So I'm going to do that today. So you can click here on due date, and I'm going to do it today. And I'm going to save it. And now there's a due date. So it's going to let me know that this is something that I literally have to do. Like I have to do it. So I really like that. And then let me go back to due date and see. So I enabled the calendar power up. And when you enable the calendar power up, let's see what happens over here. I can connect it to my Google. So that's what that means. And so I can enable it into my Google here. Yeah, I won't bore you with that. So I'm liking Trello, right? On how to like organize your list, and hopefully you got a little bit more clarity on all the pieces that go into this funnel. Alrighty, that's it. Go create some emails, honey. And if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Email me at hello@EbonyBizDiva.com. It's your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some value from it. I will see you later in these internet/Pinterest streets. Peace.